Roti is a flatbread known mostly in the Indian, Asian, and Caribbean community or culture, served with curry. Please remember to subscribe, hit that like button, and remember to set that notification bell. Hey guys, Jamaican style roti, Dhal Puri, Guyanese name. Today's video will be Jamaican style roti. So I used ghee, I used unsalted butter, a little hint of sugar, salt, baking powder, and for liquid I used some milk. You can use water, I choose to use milk. So listen carefully. I used 4 cups all-purpose flour. I added 2 tablespoons unsalted butter. And I rubbed the butter in. Then I added 2 teaspoons salt, 1 tablespoon granulated sugar, 2 tablespoons baking powder. I rub everything in and I use my room temperature milk to knead the dough. Make sure when the dough is made, it is soft. Once done, I covered with a damp cloth. I added a little avocado oil on it and I covered with a damp cloth. You want to make sure your dough is wet or clammy. Not hard, but really, really clammy that when you touch it, it's spongy. I covered with a damp cloth and then I covered with my paper towel and a dry towel. Now, 30 minutes after, I took my dough out and I sprinkled some flour on my counter, and yes, my counter is clean. And I cut this. I will be getting 12 rotis from this. Welcome to my channel. If you're new, thank you for stopping by. It is free to give your girl a like. Give the thumbs up button a like. It is free. So once I cut my dough through, I will be using my rolling pin. If you don't have a rolling pin, you can use a bottle or whatever you have that can roll your dough. Now, all my ingredients will also be listed in the description box. I have another roti video on my channel, but in that one I used butter. This one, listen, the ghee gives the roti the taste and flavor that you desire or you deserve. So make sure when you're trying this that you go to the store and you purchase the ghee. So I roll this out with rolling pin. If you have a bottle, you can use the bottle too. I touch a little of the ghee on this and I will be folding this, and this is my way of doing it. I cut it and I roll it like a croissant. Once I do that, then I will fold this in and make it into a little ball, because I will need to leave it for another 20 to 30 minutes. So I flour as I go along because my dough is wet. So you add your flour as you go, and whatever you choose, if it's a rolling pin or a bottle, you want to roll the dough on both sides, and then I add a little ghee on it, and then I cut. Then I make it into a croissant, then I tuck it in, roll it again, and then I leave my dough. This looks hard, but it is not hard because baking powder does not take long to really form in your dough. So I added a little ghee, and then I'll just cut and I'll wrap or fold in a croissant, and then I will roll again in another little ball, and I will put this down again to leave for 30 minutes. The process took me, I would say, roughly 2 hours maximum, I would say, or almost 1 hour 45 minutes, but 2 hours maximum. Roll the sides, make sure you roll the sides, flatten the sides out, then you add your ghee and then you wrap. I make sure to show you the process because I want others to try this. In the first video that I did, I used olive oil and butter, and I did not really get the flavor that I desired. So this one, I would say a 10 out of a 10. With the ghee, this tastes really, really good. The ghee is flavored. You can also use on your vegetables. It does have flavor and taste. And then I roll this again, and then once I'm done, I'll just leave this to sweat a little. So here I'm showing you my process again. I roll on both sides, and then I add my ghee on this, and then I wrap in a croissant, and then I just fold away. Once done, you can cover and just leave for as long as you desire. I left mine for roughly 30 minutes to do something else, and I want persons to watch the video and to understand what or how I did. And then you just tuck in and make into little balls like you were frying dumplings. There is everything, and it doesn't have to be neat. I just get it that way. Now here I am ready now to make my roti or my dal puri, and it's the same process. I added a little bit of flour and I rolled this out because you want this as big as you want. I use the butter. The butter in the flour helps to make it flaky. Allowing it to sit and rest also helps to give it a lot of flake. See that one I showed you? It broke, and I just rubbed the edge to get everything back into one. Listen, your girl is a pro with this right now. I tell you, and the flavor and the taste, you will not miss out. And I serve this up with some curried chicken. Once done, I brush on additional ghee, and this moment I went to light my pot so my pot could start getting warm. I did not add any oil in my pot. The side I am brushing the ghee on will be the side that I will turn in my pot. I did not use any additional butter or any additional grease. Once my pot gets warm, see, I just added this the side down, and that's how big I got it after rolling this out to the size of my pot bottom, which is maybe like 3 inches wide. The depth I am not sure. Once bubbles start to form, I then added additional ghee in this, and then I will flip this over so the adjacent side can get toasted or cooked. There goes my roti. And listen, I love roti. Love roti. It's one of my favorite with curried goat or curried chicken. Whatever curry or curried chickpea, whatever you like in curry, it tastes really, really good. And again, I added another one to my pot, and I did the same thing. I added the ghee on top of it, and then I'll just switch the adjacent side to allow this side to also cook. And within 5 minutes, this was ready on both sides. Now, at this point, I am just teasing this up. I want to show you the crust. I want to show you that they are soft. You don't want them to stay in the pot too long where they become hard. So my rotis are soft, they are flaky. And then I fold in two, and then I give another fold. And this is just my way of folding them. You can choose to fold them however you wish. Look at Jamaican girl Roti. Listen. Continue to master your craft until you get it. Here I'm showing you the curried chicken that I did. Yes, some curried chicken with roti. And of course, your girl just showing you how flaky they are. They are not overdone, they're not dried out. They are buttery and they are also flaky. You too can try this. If you're new, welcome to my channel. When you come across this video, please remember to give your girl a like. Please feel free to share, drop a comment, tell someone about Shells Island Flavor Cooking, and remember, my ingredients will be in the description box. Now, this is what dinner looked like. And the 4 pounds of flour gave me 12 roti. If you wanted yours to be smaller, then you probably can get more than a dozen from yours. This was quick, easy, nothing like that sweet Hawaiian roll. If you haven't checked out that live video and also the end product of that video, run on over to Shells Island Flavor Cooking. Subscribe, it's free. You want to learn to cook, you want to learn more about other cultural dishes or other cultures' food, check my channel out. Indian, Jamaican, American,